Greetings, 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 divine light workers. We give thanks still. Transmission coming through. Microphone 1, 2, check. All right. See, all the path that I am putting you through is to send you to the utmost path. Is to make us to be free. We must be free. All right then, check it out. We are higher beings than animals. We are higher beings. We are in the true image of the Most High. We are the only mammals within the kingdom of the animals that walk upright for a long distance. And that is the difference between we and them. To walk upright. Because everybody walks with their four limbs, while we walk upright. The reason why we walk upright is to reach Ra. All right? Is to reach Ra. Is to lift up our heads each day and in perpendicular be in alignment with Ra. All right then. There is a plant called heliotrope, a beautiful flower, very common weed, as they say. A lot of people don't know the use. But heliotrope, the Greeks, they call this plant heliotrope, means the wife of Ra. When you hear helio, it means the sun. Just like Helios Biblios means the book of the sun, originally called before it was changed to Bible. Anyway, back to topic. We were in our mother's womb. We ate no solid food. We were in the amniotic fluid for 9 months, some even for 10 months. Before we were born, we were swimming in the ocean of life. The amniotic fluids contain salt, electrolyte, urine. Yes. We take in, we breathe in the same substance. We swim within. We're in heaven, in the dark energy matter world. We came out. We were being sustained by the same fluid through the mammalian glands, the breast milk, for 1 year. And I'm talking to ancient times, even to 2-3 years before weaning. That is when our energies were so high, our mother's energies were so high, eating the right foods. We were supplying milk constantly. And so therefore it created a very big pineal glands for us. We were getting enough sunlight throughout the day because we were not living in concrete buildings. We were one with nature. We never feel no cold because we were bold. We were in alignment with the universe. We get fresh air, we get sunlight, and we get structured waters, rain waters, spring waters, the rock waters, and all the waters that we were drinking were being touched by the sun. When the sun hits any water, it charges and it changes the structure and the frequency. And then the water becomes what we call the easy water, that is exclusive zone water. plasma. Infrared does that to water. So we were able to communicate. We were able to see beyond, like the falcon or the eagle. We were able to expand our consciousness so high, 2 miles and beyond. Love was the key. This is the golden age, beloved. And so therefore we have to return to that age. And in order to return to that age, we have to shed a whole lot of toxins from our system. And then gradually build our system. And as we are shedding the toxins from our system, we are eating proteins, the amino acids, so that it can sustain us, for us to let go the starchy foods and the grains, the carbohydrate foods from our system. And so therefore, whatever I'm putting you on, it's not the end. It's just the beginning to build the system. Because you cannot let people stop eating carbohydrate and let them stop also dense foods from the meat. Because the meat will give them the energy, the muscles, for them to stand, during the abstinence of the carbohydrate or the grains, which is called bigu in ancient Taoism. If you go to China, there are immortals there. They live in the mountains. Yes, they live in the mountains. The Shaolins. You will see 80-year-old and you will think that he is 40. Still practicing Kung Fu and practicing Qigong and Tai Chi. They still fetch water. Strong, climb mountains. We are joking. All we know is argument on social media. Black people, who is this and who is that. We focus all our energy on bashing Christians and bashing this and bashing that. Meanwhile, we never develop even one aspect of our lives. Meanwhile, in China, in Japan, as a matter of fact, in Japan, there are even 3 children, only in Japan. And the amount of energy that they have, the whole Japanese army cannot even stand them. Trust me, these children practice bigu. They don't eat. And in order for you to reach that stage, there are practices that you must do. But fear makes us not to reach there, because fear makes people to lose weight. When you have fear in you, you lose weight. What happens to someone who has the result of HIV in his or her hands? What happened? They lose weight. Yes, the next day they lose weight. Over 10 kilograms will be gone. And if they weigh 70, they will be 60. And then the more they lose weight, the more the attack of any virus happens. Because it is the brown fat that protects us. And so therefore, when you have fear, you cannot trod on a higher level. When you have fear, you always want to eat. And so therefore, for those who desire a higher level, for those who desire to be in the rank of the gods, must be able to let go fear and must be able to go through the adventures to become one with Ra. I and my Father are one. The face of Ra is the midday sun, the white light, the bright light. All the angles during the day, they all come from 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9, 10, 11. All these angles, ultraviolet, turquoise, blue, violet, infrared, they all come together. The gamma, the alpha, the beta, the theta, all these radio, all these frequencies of light, seen and unseen, they all come together, and then they come and enter into Ra in the midday to form the Almighty. And so therefore, whoever is able to gaze upon the midday sun with an unflinching eye, that person is the sage of his own kingdom. That person is the Savior. That person is the Messiah. Verse from the Master El Moriah, the Essene Gospel of Peace, Book 1. So therefore, beloved family, I don't need quantity people. I need quality, serious people. I need quality devotees, not to devote themselves to me. I don't desire anybody worship. No. That is why I never force anybody to come and stay with me. Father, I want to serve you. Father, I want to come and stay. Father, I say no. Do it yourself wherever you are. Become a savior. This continent is a messianic nation. Become a savior to your family. Man or woman, become a savior to your family and serve your family and save them so that they can reach what we call self-elevation. They can have what is called self-elevation, which the Christians term as salvation. And so there are levels. We were not always hunting and chasing animals. If you are hunting every day and you are chasing animals, how can you develop yourself? Yes, and so therefore, the goal is to reach that age. That age. There are so many sages that has come and have been able to achieve that. The likes of Babaji, there are so many, that have come and achieved, we're able to live in their physical body for thousands of years. Tehuti, all of them. So many sages all over. There are some even that have never come out. They are there. Babaji was only taking milk, and once in so many months, he would take buttermilk and just a small basmati rice, and we are talking about just a spoonful, and they take so many minutes to chew this food so that it can digest in the mouth before it reach into the small intestines. Do we have that patience? We don't have that patience. We know how we rush food. Okay? And so therefore, the goal is food freedom. Food freedom. And we are talking about solid food freedom. And that makes us free. No cooking, no rushing to go buy spices, rushing to go buy this and tomatoes and onions and this and garlic and stuff and ray and thing, But in order for you to achieve that, it means that you must be able to get the highest protein. Listen to the word again. Protein. The attain is the sun rays. That is why we have Akhenaten. He was the one who was living on that light. And that is why they make his head like that. Because the more the pineal gland gets bigger, the more it changes your face, the way you look like. Your face will be like square. You see that man? The face will become like a square face. The pineal gland become bigger. Just imagine 30 years of sun gazing. It changes you entirely. That man was a soldier before, was in the army, was doing very well. But something happened that turned his life around. And today, he has initiated so many people all over the world. So many people, India, everywhere. And this is what we call the Guru Free. The Guru Free. And that's what I'm teaching now. You can call me master. It's all good. You can call me teacher. You can call me bro. It's all good. You can call me prophet. It's all good. But trust me, I am here to make sure that everybody becomes their own guru. Because what I'm teaching is guru free. I can show you the way, I can initiate you, show you the way, and show you certain things, of course. But the theme is food freedom. And that's it. So you don't worry about groceries. A time will come you will never worry about going to the mall to go and buy this and go and get some cow this and cow that or this and that. Everything's going to be simple. And so therefore you will see that you don't have nothing to worry, because Ra, who is the protein, the primary protein, is the one who is going to sustain us. Yeah, so therefore all these dense nutrients that we are eating is to build us. Because once you are built and then you start to do your sun gazing and you are practicing, you'll be able to now be sustained by the light gradually. Because that's what plants do. Can't you see? Plants can grow and grow and go into the sky. Bigger. We have the oldest tree in the whole of West Africa. We have it in Ghana here. I've forgotten the exact age, but I think it's like is it 1,000 something years or something? I'll check again. We have oldest trees in Africa, in somewhere too. The baobab can stand for 4,000 years. How? And we're supposed to be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. How can the baobab survive even on a desert? Yeah? Where baobabs even are. There are no even waters there. I mean, they survive on a desert. And they can stand for 4,000, 5,000. How? It's using what they use. They use photosynthesis. That's the meaning of photo. They take the light from Ra and then they use air for combustion of energy. And then they use water, the dew, which is falling, and then occasional rainfall. 3 things: air, water, sunlight, to form what? Photosynthesis, by using chloroplast to create chlorophyll within their green leaves. The leaves are the branches, the panels, the solar. The same thing man can do. You can also live the same way and also live on air, light, and some liquid to create that food for yourself. Whilst the plants are using the chloroplast, they are using manganese or magnesium. You will use iron. That's the difference between the two of us. We use iron for the transport of energy, whilst they are using magnesium for the transport of energy. We give thanks. One love.